In this week's Parsha, Hashem promises us that if we keep Torah and mitzvahs, if we observe Hashem's commandments, then vishavtem lovetach ba'artzachem, we will dwell securely in the land of Eretz Yisrael, we will be protected. However, if we do not, Hashem warns us. Ve'ezoreh, Hashem will scatter us. The Rabbeinu Shalom will scatter us ba'goyim amongst the nations of the world. It's not only that we will be exiled, but we will be exiled and scattered like grains of barley into the wind with nothing to unite us or to keep us together. And that's a terrible curse. Reb Mordechai Gimpel Yafi was a great Maggid, a great Baldarshan, and he told over the following story. Once upon a time, there was a Paritz, a landlord, and the Paritz invested with his mushka, with his Jew, and he wanted to make a nice return. However, unfortunately, he was not making money. And so he told him, listen here, Jew, either I start getting my money back, or you and your family are going to suffer greatly. Well, this Yid, this Jew, was very, very scared, and so he ran home and he told his wife and children, let's go. We have to run for our lives. Who knows what this fellow's going to do? They set out onto the road with all their belongings, and lo and behold, who do they meet? They meet the Paritz, and the landlord says, Mushka, what are you doing here? He says, he starts to stammer and stutter. He doesn't know what to do. And he says, for the holiday, I'm going to the city. He lived in a village. And he says, for the holidays, I run to the city. Now, the Paritz was around Jews all the time. He knew the Jewish calendar year well, and he said, what holiday is it? Now, we know that there's the Shalosh Regalim. There's Man Cheruseinu, there's Pesach, a time of freedom. There's Man Matan Toraseinu, it's the time when Hashem gave us the Torah, that's Shavuos. And of course, there's Sukkot, Man Simchaseinu, time of joy. And the Yid thinks to himself, I'll tell you what holiday is. It's Zman Pleitosenu. He didn't explain what that means, but that means it's time to run, time to escape. And so he says, I never heard of that holiday. He goes to the next town and he sees a Jew that's working. He says, you're working? Isn't it a holiday? And he says, well, which holiday is it? And the Paritz tells him, well, your friend told me it's Zman Pleitosenu. The fellow realized, the Jew must have been running away from his landlord. And he says, yes, it must be his Zman Pleitosenu, his time to run away. What do you mean, his time to run away? And not your time? He says, yes, Zman Pleitosenu, this holiday is very unique. Every Jew celebrates when they feel it's necessary. And so his Zman Pleitosenu is right now. Mine could be in a few weeks from now. I'll let you know. Reb Mordechai Gimpel Yafi says, Vishavtem la'aretz ba'artzachem. You will be able to be securely in your land. Vishavtem lavetach, securely. But when we're in Galus, when we are scattered amongst the nations of the world, as Jews we must realize there is no security. Hashem will scatter us. We're not together. It's Zman Pleitosenu. It could be right now in America things are good. Well, throughout the last 2,000 years, we've always felt secure at certain times. But we can never get too comfortable in Galus. However, the day soon will arrive when we will live securely in the land of Eretz Yisrael, when Mashiach arrives.